Good evening. Welcome to Bizworld. The recent floods may result in the country's GDP falling between 1 and 2% until the first quarter of next year. The floods, which hit several states including the Klang Valley, had cost businesses to the tune of 1 billion ringgit.
Di Selangor dan juga wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur ini secara bersama menyumbang sekitar 40% kepada KDNK negara pada tahun 2020. Okey. Jadi sebenarnya apa yang berlaku banjir ini daripada perspektif lokasi itu memang akan memberi kesan kepada momentum pertumbuhan ekonomi Malaysia.
He said this can be seen when the economy decreased 4.5% in the third quarter as the government tightened the MCO at Klang Valley area in July. In terms of business, he added MSMEs will also be affected, especially when they are still impacted from the increment of goods prices and living costs due to the pandemic. However, this crisis can be controlled through government's initiative to accelerate financial assistance and other needs for those affected. Malaysia's fiscal policy has been expansionary over the past 2 years and will continue to be so to ensure the well-being of Keluarga Malaysia. In line with the 12th Malaysia Plan, the initiatives under the 2022 budget also had focused on speeding up recovery, strengthening economic resilience and accelerating reforms.
As much as the government's short-term policies are important to drive our economic recovery in 2022, it is equally critical that we put in place medium and longer-term institutional reforms to strengthen our resilience.
Speaking at the launch of the World Bank Malaysia Economic Monitor report, Staying Afloat, he also stressed the government remains committed to eliminating hardcore poverty by 2025. In making the measurement of multi-dimensional poverty more inclusive, the government would take into account the World Bank's suggestion of setting more ambitious income and non-income poverty indicators. Dr. Sri Mustafa added the government will adopt a holistic and targeted approach to eradicate hardcore poverty in about 50 localities throughout the country next year.
Under a good government, a stable government, the economy can grow very fast. There are now 3 governments within a period of 3 years, 3 governments. Singapore insists that we should solve all the problems at the same time. Well, chopstick. Why should he say this thing about chopstick? Join me on Money Matters, TV3.
Domestic property players will continue to face a tough operating environment next year due to the rising interest rate environment and lack of near-term catalysts to entice property transactions. According to Hong Leong Investment Bank, given the low base impact of 2020 and 2021, 2022 may potentially see improved transaction volumes as the economy recovers from the pandemic. Moving into 2022, developers are cautiously optimistic on property sales and are targeting marginally higher to flattish sales year on year. The firm also noted that sales figures for the 2021 third quarter results show that, on average, companies are on track to achieve their respective full-year targets. And that's it for Bizworld. I'm Raymond. Keep tuning in to TV3 and stay safe.